It's been 2 whole weeks since he said those words, I like you. Like it wasn't the most earth shattering thing you have ever heard. And you still haven't said anything back. Not because you're playing hard to get. Nah, you're just lucky terrified. You have always been nervous around him even before the confession. Like his presence way too intense, the kind that makes your chest tighten and your voice forget how to work. Even now, just hearing his voice somewhere nearby makes your stomach flip. And today you didn't even see him at first. You were walking down the hallway after your laps trying to untangle your earbuds when your friend nudged you. Don't look now, but Chango was totally watching you. Obviously you looked. He was leaning against the wall across from the vending machines, hoodie halfway off his shoulder and arms crossed like he wasn't standing there just for you. He saw you forgot how to breathe that you instantly looked away, pretending like your heart wasn't doing a full-on drum solo. You walked past him, pretending not to notice the way his gaze was locked on you like you were the only person in the entire hallway. But of course he didn't let that slide. One. You froze for half a second, but that's all he needed. Yeah. Before you could blink, he shifted his eyes to your friend Mina, who was standing awkwardly next to you, and wow, the look he gave her straight up had her gulping like she swallowed a rock. I'll catch you later. She blurted, already backing away like her shoes were on fire, and just like that, she fully ghosted you. Well, nice friend. Guess she understood the assignment. Why did you threaten her? He tilted his head, looking entirely too innocent. Threaten? Did I say something? I was just wondering why she dressed like an unseasoned salad today, 'cause she took it personal. You opened your mouth to say something but immediately forgot what it was because now he was looking at you and not in the normal, hey, what's up kind of way, but deep and focused, trying to read your mind and like he already knew what page you were on. I should go. You took a step to leave, needing air, space, before your heart completely gave out, but he moved, blocking your path. Do you really think I waited for those words? It's been 2 weeks. Do you even know how much I have been tolerating your silence? How much I have been holding myself back from calling you, texting you, just showing up? Never in my life have I waited like this. I don't wait, I can't wait for anything. I hate it. But I waited for you. He leaned in just slightly close enough that you could feel the warmth of his words against your skin. At least tell me how much more time you need. I'm not asking for a yes. Just say something. Speak to me about it, about us. Your fingers were clenched so tight around your back strap and your chest rose and fell faster than it should. Even though you tried to hold steady, he noticed. His eyes dropped to your hands, then back to your face, and you can see how much frustrated and hurt he was. You serious? You're still scared of me? I have been trying. I held back. I gave you space. I have been quiet, respectful, even nice. You think that's easy for me? Did you see me get into a single fight these past 2 weeks? Did you hear any complaints, any drama? No, right? Because I have been walking on a damn tightrope for you. Your eyes flipped up to beat his long enough to see how much it was killing him. I can even change one. I will if that's what it takes. But right now, I feel like an idiot. Because you're standing here shaking like I'm about to hurt you, and all I have been trying to do is show you I won't. He ran a hand through his hair, exhaling hard, then looked away, taking a step back, leaving space. You didn't know what to do or say, or if you even had the right to say anything now. But then your mouth moved on its own. Shankar. He didn't respond or turn, so you stepped forward slowly, and with hands that still trembled, you reached out and gently grabbed his hand, making him froze. You felt his fingers twitch beneath yours, like he wasn't expecting the touch. When he finally turned to look at you stunned, you had to swallow hard to steady your voice. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was hurting you all this time. You tightened your grip just slightly. But I swear, Django, nothing I did was on purpose. You know, a girl will think 1,000 times or more before saying yes to something like this. I think I was just doing that. I was just thinking, getting to know you, trying to understand you. And now I think I like you too. He blinked twice like his brain short circuited for a second, then out of nowhere he laughed. Not a teasing laugh, not cocky or smart, just a stunned, breathless sound that escaped before he could stop it, like he didn't know what else to do with all the emotion suddenly crashing into him at once. You think, or you know, you let out a shaky laugh. Don't push it, John. I didn't mean to act like I didn't care. I did. I do. It's just you're intense, Jungkook, and I didn't know what to do with that. You looked up at him nervous all over again. You walk into a room and people notice. You say something and people listen. You always had this energy, you know. He raised an eyebrow slightly but didn't interrupt. And me, I was the girl who kept her head down. I skipped events, avoided drama, tried not to be seen. Then suddenly you're standing in front of me saying you like me, and I panicked. Honestly, to an extent, it wasn't about you, it was about me. Not being sure if I could handle someone like you, if I could even keep up. You are a lot. That made him smirk just a little. But you waited, and I noticed that every time. And now you look up at him and can feel your heart in your throat. Now I think I want to try. He lifted his arms just slightly like he was about to pull you in then and but stopped almost unsure for the first time. May I? Your head snapped up looking around quickly. Yep, definitely not alone. A few students were passing nearby, glancing at the two of you with barely hidden curiosity. Someone even whispered your name, making your breath hitch. Without thinking, you stepped back and grabbed his hand. Come on, you muttered, already tugging him down the hall. He followed a little stunned but not resisting at all as you led him out of the crowd, around a corner, down a quiet hallway, and finally into the campus library. You weaved through the shelves till you found a shadowy little nook where no one could see you. Only then did you let go of his hand, turning toward him with your cheeks still burning. I didn't want anyone to see that. I'm shy, you know. He just stared at you, then his lips curled into the most annoying, amused smirk. Really? Shy? Or are you about to do something else in this quiet little corner? You stared at him, scandalized. Excuse me, I'm just saying, dragging me into the library like that kind of suspicious behavior, while you half clutching the book in your hand. You seriously think of me like that? You turned slightly, ready to walk off in protest, but before you could even take a step, his arms wrapped around you from behind, pulling you into a sudden warm hug. The book in your hand slipped from your grip and hit the floor with a loud thud. Shanko, he rested his chin on your shoulder, grinning like a menace. You're cute when you get flustered. You tried to act flat, but your heart was racing and his arms were warm and firm and just Safe. So instead of pushing him, you whispered, I really do hate you. Liar. So when you got any problem telling people I'm your boyfriend? Huh? I mean, you didn't want anyone to see me hugging you, so is that why? He said gently swaying you from side to side. You pulled away a little to face him. No, no, please don't think like that. It's not about being ashamed or hiding you. It's just this thing between us. It's still new, still figuring itself out, and I want our moments to be ours. He looked out playing with the edge of his hoodie. Not something that other people watch and gossip about or turn into some story. I want to feel it first. I want it to be real before it turns into something for everyone else to look at. That doesn't mean I have a problem telling people you're my boyfriend. Damn, you're gonna ruin me. He whispered, shaking his head just slightly. Then consider this your warning. He staggered back a step, one hand dramatically clutching his chest. Oh my god, this woman just handed me a love letter and a death sentence in the same breath. You blinked then burst out laughing. You're unbelievable. And yet, here you are falling anyway. Campus life felt different now, not in a crazy dramatic way, but in a quite powerful one. You weren't walking alone anymore, and the same boys who used to whistle or drop dumb comments in the hallways, yeah, they kept their heads down now. Funny what being John Jungkook's girlfriend does to the guy's courage. You were walking beside him through the corridor, and his hand was lazily hooked around your shoulder, and your fingers were tangled in the sleeve of his hoodie. His presence still made heads turn, but this time you didn't flinch. You leaned into it, into him. He was mid-story about his tragic morning at the cafeteria running out of the cereal he liked when you cut in. Jungle. Hmm? I heard you backed away from a fight last week when I was on leave. Who told you that? A bird. Snitch bird. So you really changed? He sighed like it physically hurt him to admit it. I did. Seriously? What? You didn't like it? I can go punch your locker real quick cause the scene remind people I'm still that guy. No, no, this calm one is enough. I like this version, but I like that it's still you, just softer. I'll listen for you, baby. You rolled your eyes and shoved him away. You were doing so well. He laughed, catching your hand before you could escape. Come on, let's go be disgustingly in love somewhere else. You started walking with him, holding his hand, feeling good. Then a group of guys stepped right in front of you, the same popular boys who always had beef with Choco. He sighed the second he saw them. You could tell he was already trying not to start anything. Well, well, look who forgot how to throw a punch. The great John Changok turned soft. None of your business, he said coolly, steering you to move forward, but they weren't done. Damn, you really must have been all bark. We gave you too much credit back then. Still, he ignored them, but then the one on the end, the loudest of them, let his eyes glide over to you, and he grinned like a creep before speaking. Bet she keeps you on a leash now, huh? What's the trick? Some kind of bedroom deal, or are you just that good with your... You didn't even get the chance to react. All you remember is that sinking, sick feeling crawling up your throat in the second. Those dirty, disrespectful, disgusting words left Minjay's mouth, and "I'm sorry" wine from Jungle. The next thing you saw was Minjay on the floor. One brutal kick straight to his chest sent him flying back like a rag doll. He crashed into the locker so hard it echoed. He barely blinked before Jungkook had his hands on the other two, Taeyoon and Hansi, grabbed them by the collar, slammed them into the lockers with a force that made the walls shake. You think I have changed? I have been holding it in every damn day. Every look, every whisper, every one of you testing me because I stopped swinging first. You think it's weakness that I haven't wrecked you yet? No, that was her. A voice in my head telling me to walk away, and I did. I looked down at Minche now, still coughing on the floor, trying to sit up. But the second you open your mouth about her, you stop being a job. You crossed the line, and now you're gonna deal with it. His eyes snapped back to the two in his grip. Say one more word, I dare you. Not a soul breath. Even the walls felt like they were holding their breath. Enough, Java. You said, grabbing his arm, but we didn't move. This isn't just anger, Ryan. This is my right, my job. I'm your boyfriend, and no one talks about you like that. You stepped in front of him, blocking his view. I know, I get it, and I love that you care like that. But if you keep going, they are not the ones who will pay for it. You will. You could get suspended, worse, and I can't stand the thought of that because of me. I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I'm just saying, please, not like this. A few seconds passed, and then finally he nodded, not for them, but for you. And without another word, he let go. Before he could even think twice, before that fire in his chest snapped again, you grabbed his hand tight and pulled it. Come, let's go. But his eyes, they never left them, even as you walked, even as you dragged him step by step down that hallway. His head stayed turned, like he was burning their faces into memory. You brought him out of the campus, past the gate, down the street, away from all the noise, to a distant cafe, once he had never noticed before, tucked between an old bookstore and a laundry shop. He followed without asking a single question, still breathing hard, still fuming under the surface. He hadn't touched his drink, just kept tapping the side of his fork against the plate, like his body didn't know how to settle yet. You lean your elbows on the table, watching him carefully. Shango. He hummed in response, not looking up. It's okay. It's all. Come back. He sighed and leaned forward, resting his arms on the table. I'm trying, Ryan, I am. But those words, they're tearing me apart. They had the to say that about you, right in front of me, like I wasn't even there, like I couldn't do. And if you hadn't stopped me, I swear I'd be in handcuffs right now. I know, that's why I had to stop you. He sat there staring down at his hands like they weren't even his, still staying with what just happened. Then he looked at you. You're not mad at me for starting the fight. I mean, I told you I have changed. I really thought I did. But that wasn't just anger, Wine. That was I'm sorry, I just know boyfriend could stand that. You walked around the table and pulled your chair right next to his close enough that your knees brushed. No, I'm not mad at you. It's them. They tested your patience in the most disgusting way. You tried so hard to ignore. That says everything. Then your eyes dropped to his hands, the way he had grabbed those guys by the collar, the way he clenched his fist. It left marks. His skin looked like it was still burning from the inside out. You reached out and took one of his hands in yours. He stiffened slightly like he wasn't used to someone being gentle with him. And then slowly you leaned in and pressed the softest kiss to the back of his hand, making him stare. You're dangerous, you know that. I can take 10 punches and not flinch, but you kiss my hand once and I feel like I might pass out. Shut up and drink your coffee. He leaned in close enough that you could feel the heat that always came with him when he let his guard down. If you really want me to shut up, you'll have to kiss me on the lips, not my hand. You blinked caught off guard for a second. Your heart immediately betrayed you, thumping loud enough that he could hear it. Come on, I have been good for months. I didn't fight, I didn't pressure you. I waited, so don't I deserve something sweet? You bite your bottom lip, trying not to smile even though your whole face felt hot. I didn't say I won. I'm just kinda nervous. He leaned back a little, giving you space, watching you closely. Then your eyes wandered around the cafe, and you noticed a few people at the counter, a couple by the window. Not many, but enough. Enough to make your nerves spike again, and he understood instantly. Ah, you're shy, right? I forgot. So, library, huh? You nodded shyly, covering your red cheeks. I already know you will pull me into some quiet corner. Just don't blame me when I end up tasting every damn word you have been too shy to say.